talk a little bit about the WebAssign practice for 1.1. I'm looking at question 1, and you can see that there's also a question identifier here, and this is really good to write down in your notebook. 1.1 means section 1.1, and then this is question 9. And the reason I recommend writing that down in your notebook is that these questions may reappear on the midterm or final exam, and if you have things labeled by the question identifier here, you can quickly refer back to them in your notebook, and your notebook will be really organized, like a really organized reference for you to flip through and find templates or similar style problems. So that's that. Now, how would I solve this problem? We've got a truth table here, and they've already given us the column for P, true, true, false, false, and Q, true, false, true, false. And setting it up in that way means we've got every possible combination of the P and Q. We've got them both being true, we've got the P true and the Q false, and so forth. So this ensures that we're going to cover every possible case. The first column I need to fill in is just the truth table for the biconditional. So that double-headed arrow means if and only if. And the place where you can find that information is in the ebook. So I'm going to hop over to WebAssign, and if you go to My eBooks or you were to scroll down, you'll get to our book. And since we're working in 1.1, that is the section I'm going to click on. And remember, what we're really looking for is we're looking for information about that biconditional. So I'm not going to read the entire textbook cover to cover. I'm just hunting in here for information. So there is the double-headed arrow, if and only if. That's great. We're looking for a truth table, though. So there's an and statement, an or statement, and there is our truth table for the biconditional. So when they're both true, the biconditional is true, and so forth. So let's go back and fill that in. Okay, so I'm going to fill this in here. I've got true, false, false, true. In other words, the biconditional is only true when both P and Q have the same value. The next column I need to fill in is the conditional, if P then Q. So that's a single-headed arrow. And let's hop back to the ebook. And that information is right here. So the conditional is true in all cases except when P is true and Q is false, and that's on the second line there. All right, so let's put that in. Now, I'll leave the last two columns for you to do. A little cautionary note here on this third column. You've got Q arrow P. So now you're looking at, true implies true. So that's our first line. And we know when that's our situation, the conditional is going to be true. The next would be false arrow true. False arrow true. Let's go back and reference things. False arrow true is right here on the third line. False arrow true, that's going to give me true. And keep going. If you have any questions, let me know. You do have several attempts for each of the practice problems. So if it's not right on the first go, go back and do it again. And definitely post lots of questions about these types of problems on our question board.